stage, there are basically three categories of ribs. Okay? Take a look in here and notice that some of these ribs attach directly to the sternum. The ones that attach directly to the sternum are known as true ribs. Notice that there are some ribs that first have to fuse, okay, and then they attach to the sternum. Those are known as false ribs. And there are some ribs that do not attach at all. So those are known as floating ribs. Okay? Now, the false ribs are the ones that fuse and then they attach to the sternum. So from here to here, these are true and these are false. Okay? Okay, so then the breastbone is the sternum that has three main regions. This region that looks like a triangle is the manubrium of the sternum. This central region is the body of the sternum. And then this pointy area is the xiphoid process. Okay, so manubrium, body, and xiphoid process. Okay. What else? Then we need to see the individual vertebra. So in my hand I have a cervical. So you will know that this is a cervical vertebra because it has a very small body. It has a spinous process that goes to the back that is bifid. Okay, if you look carefully, you will see that it has kind of like a V shape. And it has two little holes on the side that are known as transverse foramen. Okay, that, as I said, allow the passage of nerves that go towards your head. Okay, so this is a cervical vertebra. This one instead is a thoracic. The body is a little bit bigger. The spinous process points down. Okay, and if you look at the lateral aspects of this vertebra, you will see on the top part of the body the superior articular costal face. Articular costal facet. Okay, and the inferior costal facet here. And then on the side, right on top of the transverse foramen, the transverse costal facet. Costal means rib. So basically, the rib will articulate with the vertebra this way. Okay? Okay, so the other thing that you want to do is to identify the particular markings in vertebra. So for the cervical one, the transverse foramina. For the thoracic one, those costal, superior, inferior, and transverse surfaces. And for the lumbar, which is the one that has the largest body, it has a horizontal process and short transverse processes. There is a notch right underneath the transverse process that is called the inferior vertebral notch. Okay, right here. Okay. Now let's look at the structures of the individual ribs. So the rib is basically oriented this way. Okay, it goes like this. The head is posterior. Okay, so here's the head. Next to a head, there is always a neck. So this is the neck. This is the head. This